guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to start a new series, and it's called As Seen on YouTube. Now, we all know about, the TV series, As Seen on TV. They come out with all these products, why you should try them, da-da-da-da. Well, basically, I'm kind of taking a spin off that and using it on YouTube. So basically, I'm going through watching a whole lot of videos of all these people do different challenges, and I'm basically going to do my own, version, and it's going to be called As Seen on YouTube. So, the first one, this one has gotten a lot of hype, and originally I was not going to do this, but I'm like, you know what, it's going to be fun. Why not a fun video? So, everybody knows about the highlighter challenge. Now, I've seen tons of videos on these, and basically what it is, you do your face nothing but highlighter. That's it. And let me tell you, I get a glow naturally, so just doing this is probably going to be quite interesting. And I wanted to do this before work because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to wear this going to work. But anyway, it all started with a girl called Myra, or her name is Myra, called Myra. That's kind of a little off, but her name is Myra. I think she did a video on YouTube basically contouring and highlighting her face in only highlighters. So she didn't use anything else. She just used highlighters. And then a lot of bigger YouTubers found out about it, and they were doing their own versions. I know Nikki Tutorials has one, Jeffree Star has one, Laura Lee has one, and I'll link their videos below so you can see if you haven't already, because let me tell you, I'm pretty sure all of you guys have seen these. But I'm going to do my own little version. I have highlighters galore. I have palettes, I have singles, I have cream. So if you like to see what the flippy I'm getting ready to do to my face, just keep on watching. So the only thing that is on my face right now is my moisturizer and a primer. I was going to use concealer because if you can't tell, I got something going on over here. And it's not acne. I was actually bit by something. And my husband seems to think it was a spider. I even got bit on my lip. Like, I don't know what the flippy is going on. I ain't happy. But I'm not going to use it just for, the fact it needs to be all highlighters. So, I don't know exactly where I'm going to start. I haven't tried this yet. So, I'm kind of looking at my highlighters, wondering where I'm going to start. But you know what? I'm going to start with the eye look, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with this one. This is a L'Oreal True Match Lumi Powder Glow Illuminator, and this one is in golden. So I'm going to actually use this for my eye look. I think it's really pretty. I don't usually use highlighters on my eye, well, at least something like this I've never really used without like some kind of matte shade. So I'm going to try that. So I'm going to go in, where's my flat shader? I'm going to use the Real Techniques flat shadow, is it shade or shadow brush. Looks like this. Before, after I drop things. Okay, I'm just going to use my little mirror and my Lorac probe, or my Lorac Unzipped palette. And I'm first going to go in, maybe I should show you the shade, this light champagne-y shade, and I'm going to put that all over my eyeball. Oh. I don't know what, no, I take that back. I know what my issue is. I came off some medications, and now I'm just kind of even more klutzy than what I usually am. So, yes. Just bear with me. Hopefully it just goes away. I'm hoping. So, wow, this stuff has a lot of glitter. Ooh, doggy. I can see why you wouldn't necessarily use this unless you're going, like, to a club. But I'll live. And I don't have any eyeshadow primer on. Originally, I was going to use it, and I'm like, well, nah, I won't do that. So, I'm going to put this shade all over. Okay, so that's where we're at, just that shade. Let me see. We can go in with the golden, the more golden shade. And I'm basically just going to put this on my lid. I had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. My mom came up to visit me, and we went shopping, and we went out to Hooters to eat, which was nice. My husband ended up joining us a little later, so we could watch the NASCAR race. And yeah, so the Hooters over here is closing. Not necessarily because of the service, but they had a major issue with over-serving their patrons. Okay, now I'm just going to go in with this darker brown shade. It's going to be one of those days, guys. It really is. Oy. Okay, I'm going in with the Maui fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to use this darker brown shade down here. And I'm basically going to try and either put this in the crease or try and do an outer V. We'll see how this all looks. But yeah, basically what ended up happening is this Hooters down where I'm at, they overserved a guy, and they must have overserved him something horrible because he got in his car, he struck and killed a off-duty police officer off of Rockville Pike. And due to that, they're closing the Hooters because Hooters, basically, they're losing their liquor license on the 1st of November. So, yeah, they figure, you know, that's where most of their sales are, is with, you know, alcohol. So they're like, well, you know, if you could give us to the end of our lease, you know, we'll go ahead and close. Because, you know as well as I do, hey, that's usually why people go to Hooters. But, yeah. So, we went up there yesterday. And it was fine while it was me, my brother, my mom, and his girlfriend. But right after they left and my husband came, the guy behind us was already drunk. It wasn't even 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And you could tell he was drunk. And there was a Spanish guy at the back of Hooters, and we were sitting in a booth, and the guy behind us, like I said, was drunk, and started some shit with the guy in the back. And they just started going at it. First it was, fuck you, and fuck this, and da-da-da-da. I was waiting for them to really bring a race issue into this, because it seems like everything is about race right now. And I don't get it. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, Spanish, what have you. You know, we're all the same. We should all be treated equally. And honestly, it's not necessarily that the whites are getting paid more than the blacks. It's more, you know, women in general are getting paid less than what a man does for the same damn job. So, you know, to me, I don't think it's more of a race issue. Well, everybody's bringing up race as an issue. To me, I think it's more of a sexist thing. But that's just my opinion. But everything started coming out more once, you know, Trump decided he was going to go for president. And, you know, I try and keep my political views on the down low, or the DL, whatever the hell you want to call it, because it seems like no matter on what side of the pole you're on, you're going to start something with somebody else, and you didn't even mean to. So to me, I just keep my damn mouth shut. You know, with everything even going on YouTube, with all the drama with some, you know, big YouTubers, can't we all just be nice, live in harmony? But then the other part of me is like, well, if it was just that way, you know, something bad would go wrong anyway. So I'm just kind of like, okay, whatever works. But, yeah, so we saw a fight in Hooters. And the sad part is, I felt bad, because you would figure with Hooters, you wouldn't necessarily need bouncers like you would need at a club. But the way they were going at it, I'm thinking, oh my God. And the poor manager, I felt so bad for. The guy was like maybe an inch or two taller than me. He was probably about 5'6". Little guy. You have between two bigger dudes. I'm thinking this poor guy's going to get creamed. You know, but, you know, they kind of were like, you know, okay, we're going to take this outside. But I'm just, I don't know. People and their egos and alcohol don't mix. But that's pretty much what I just did with my eyes. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Set that over there. But I don't get it. I don't get it. I didn't hear exactly what started it. I just heard the guy behind me kept, you know how the booths are like connected. And every time he'd start going like this, like he's going to go at him, would shake me a good one. I was tempted to go behind, go pull him by his ear, be like, hey, I'm not your mama, but let me tell you something. Chill the hell out. This is a freaking establishment. And this poor guy, I felt bad. So you had my booth, the guy that was sitting behind me, and then the guy that was sitting behind him. It was him, his father, and his son that was probably not even, a year and a half old. And you just hear them cursing back and forth between this one family. And he just got up. He said, look, he's like, you guys aren't taking care of your establishment. Y'all don't seem to care, so we're just going to leave and you're not going to get our business. Then that's when the manager stepped in, which granted, there's only one manager working. And I'm just like, good Lord. And he kept going around apologizing to people. I said, look, I work in customer service. I get it. Granted, I don't deal with that, but I get it. And you can't control, everybody. You just can't. But anyway, let me see. I think, for my face, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. This is in that glow. And this is what I'm going to try and use as my foundation. And I'm over here looking. And I'm over here trying to see which one's going to be light enough. I think I'm going to go with this one, and this one's bubbly. So we'll see how that all works. So I'm going to take a big, fluffy powder brush. This is the Real Techniques powder brush. I absolutely love this thing. But any powder brush would be fine. So let's see how this goes, shall we? But, whoo. But yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, back to the police officer that was hit, struck, and killed. I feel bad for the officer's family. Don't get me wrong. Anybody that loses a family member, I mean, that's devastating. But, my thing is that, I went in and looked at the bar. I've been to Hooters, this particular Hooters, a couple times. But I think the last time we went was like over a year ago. So, things could change between a year, if they've had renovations and stuff like that. But I went in, and I'm thinking if this place was crowded, they only have 2 POS systems, one on each side of the bar. And I'm thinking, if you have 3 or 4 bartenders working, and you're not necessarily, they're usually assigned to different sections. But I was kind of like, how do you not know that guy couldn't go between all 4 bartenders and was trying to get drinks? Especially on a weekend. Places like that are crowded. When they have UFC fights and, pay-per-view things going on, soccer, football, whatever, hey, things are going to get out of hand. But, how can you necessarily blame a bartender? Like, I'm not trying to say that the officer's death was, I almost guarantee it was accidental. I mean, I don't think he really went out there and intentionally wanted to kill somebody. But, when you're drinking, I mean, I know you're kind of not all there, if you know what I mean. But, the thing that got me, though, was they're blaming the bartenders for overserving the guy. My thing is that if you are that busy, they're not meant to be your babysitter. I'm sorry. If you don't know your liquor tolerance, then you need to drink at home. I don't get it with people. And so they're closing Hooters down because, they overserved a patron, which I don't know what his alcohol content was, but evidently it was pretty damn high. But you can't necessarily blame the bartender. I mean, if it wasn't crowded and it was just like a regular restaurant, then I kind of get it. But a sports bar, those places get crowded. And it's horrible to see somebody die, but it's also horrible to see people lose their jobs because, you're expected to be somebody's babysitter. I don't get it. Just my opinion. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this. I mean, I think this happened, I think earlier this year. Don't get me lying to you. I want to say it happened around the springtime, which a lot of UFC events were going on. So I don't know. But I'm going in with the MAC Soft and Gentle. And I'm going to use this kind of, I guess, as a contour. I think this is going to be interesting to see. I'm going in, this is a, this isn't the real thing. This is a fake one. This is the supposable powder brush to the Real Techniques. There's a lot of glitter in this. But we're just going to see what happens. But, you know, I feel sorry for the bartenders that are expected, you know, to be somebody's babysitter. I mean, I know you're supposed to take a lot of courses and stuff like that when you know, are dealing with liquor and stuff like that. And I was actually talking to my brother-in-law about it because he's actually a bartender. And, you know, he was explaining, you know, they're supposed to give you so many courses to be trained in situations like that. I'm just like, well, either they didn't do it correctly or, let me tell you, I don't know. It's just, it's crazy. But I do feel sorry, you know, for, you know, the officer's family. I feel sorry for the people losing their job. You know, what can you say without pissing somebody off? You know what I mean? I mean, if you say you feel sorry for the officer, then they're going to say, well, what about the driver? He put himself in that position, da-da-da-da. Don't you think he should, you know, go to jail? Well, yeah, I think he should go to jail, but I don't think the bartender should be completely liable, you know, for this guy being an idiot and not thinking. You know, it makes no sense to me anymore. But what are you to say without making somebody ticked off? But I don't know. I don't think this bronzer really did too much. So I'm going to go back into the same palette, the Anastasia Glow Kit. And I'm going to use Golden Bronze. I'm going to use this. We're going to see how this goes. I can't guarantee exactly how this is going to look, but we're going to try this. I mean, if you're going to go in for a highlighter challenge, I mean, go all in, right? So, but, yeah, so that's the whole thing on Hooters. But, you know, other than all that, I mean, we had fun at Hooters. We watched the race. My guy didn't win, but, you know, me and my husband always, you know, mess around because, his driver is out due to a concussion. And his driver is Dale Earnhardt Jr. And he's loved that guy. I can't tell you how long. I think he said it was back in 2005 when he won one of his races. I think after his father passed away. So, he's always been a fan. My guy actually retired last year, but because of Dale Jr. having a really bad concussion that he couldn't come back from right now, they put Dale Jr. in his car. Or they put Jeff Gordon in his car. So, you know, I told Charlie, I said, you know, for a man that never ever went for Jeff Gordon, you're really going for him now, huh? How ironic is this? And he just looks at me like, you know, he gives you like that dead look, like, say something else, I'm going to hurt you. That's kind of how he gave me. But, yeah. So this is the other glow kit. This is in Gleam. And I'm going to go in, I'm going to try this Starburst shade here. I'm going to try and use that as a blush. Where's my blush brush? Please don't fall. I had to move everything so I could do this video. Let's see. Come here. Okay. This is going to be the Up and Up brush. This is their blush brush. I really actually like this brush better than the other ones for blush. So we're going to see how this goes. Just going to go the apples of the cheeks and work my way out. But, yeah, I always tease him. I really do. You know, it's like, how ironic is, you know, your driver's out and my driver's replacing him. Like, how ironic is that? But, yeah. He's like, I've never voted for Jeff Gordon a day in my life. And he's like, look, now I'm going to because he's you know, my driver's car. I'm like, hey, it's not my fault. I didn't do it. Okay, I'm going to go in with Crushed Pearl. And this I'm going to try and do a highlight with. Let me see. Where's my other brush? There it is. It's hiding. Okay, I'm going to use the e.l.f. I think this is this is the complexion brush. And I actually like this. You know, I would figure you know, you're supposed to use this, like, for powder. You know what I mean? But look how flat it is. Like, there's no, like, way to really use that, you know, like, to do your entire face, per se. I mean, I've seen Emily Noel 83 do it. Me, not so much. I actually really like this for highlighter. Like I said, I'm going into Crushed Pearl. And we're just gonna go underneath our eye socket. I remember I thought, you know, it really didn't matter where you put your highlight. And I went into work one day, and I had it, like, all underneath my eye, because I was like, ooh, I'm going to brighten my under eye. Yeah, no. Don't do that. Do not do that. And I worked in cosmetics, too. I'm pretty sure my boss was like, what the flippy are you doing? What the hell do you have on your face? But, yeah. I really do like this for highlighting. A little bit of contouring to get into, like, the hollows of your cheeks. But it does quite well. Whew. That's some highlighter, man. Let me tell you. I don't know if you're getting all this, but I'm looking in my mirror behind you, and I'm just thinking, whoa, doggy. You ain't going into work looking like that, I can tell you that. I think my boss would send me home, even though I'm just a cashier, but that's a little, whew, doggy. Okay. Alright. I think I'm actually done with the highlighter, but to top this all off, I'm going to go and put some false lashes on and some mascara and maybe a little bit of eyeliner. And then hopefully by the time I come back, I have a lipstick picked out for this. But give me just a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I used were these Ardell 600 black lashes. I mean, that's what the container looks like. And that's what these look like. I now see why everybody is throwing a fit between these and the Salon Perfect 615s. I cannot find them damn things anywhere. I've looked everywhere. And to be honest, they said they're only sold at Walmart. I've went to 4. Out of state as well. So for me not to be able to find them, that kind of ticked me off. But anyway, even tried online. They're all sold out. There's no way you can get them. So I tried these because they looked just very, very similar, and I could get them across the street. So, at my local CVS. I really, really like these guys. Like, they're really pretty. And they have the easy, thin lash band. And it's not a black lash band. It's actually clear. So that kind of helps you out in a way. You don't always have to wear, you know, a black liner or something like that. I wear a black liner just because it's kind of how the way I learned to do false lashes. But I love these. I really, really do. I love these. The glue I used was the Revlon Precision Lash Glue. So far, that's been my favorite. I've tried the Duo. I've tried the Kiss. I don't like them. And so, yeah, that's always been my go-to. My mascara that I use is the Katy Cat Eye Waterproof. I actually really like this. And the wand is neato. Look at this. So it goes like, I don't know if you can tell, but it almost looks like a double helix kind of. And the one that's kind of going around that looks like it doesn't have any bristles really doesn't. And it's basically where the product will stay. And then you have your regular bristles. And I like the fact that the bristles over here on the end are not big, so you don't end up like getting it all over the place. I love this wand. I really do. Why is my phone beeping at me? Okay, I don't care. Anyway, next thing, I'm going to do my inner corner highlight, and what I am going to do is I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Color Icon. They consider this a bronzer. It's not a bronzer. This bad boy is a highlight. And this is in Reserve Your Cabana. Absolutely love this. You can get this at any drugstore that sells Wet n Wild. I've even found it at Five and Below, which is actually where I got this one at. and I love this thing. I really do. I love it. I'm going to try and do this and not screw up my lashes. So. It's not really coming off. Rose, I don't think it's coming off. Okay. Let's try. We're going to do this one. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi and Ice. And this one almost looks like it's a color correcting looking one. It's got, stay put. It's got like 4 different colors. I'm basically going to go in with the light champagne shade. It shows up a little bit, but not very much. Maybe I just wasn't made to have highlighter on my inner corner. Well, it showed up that way. I don't know why I didn't. Here it goes. There we go. There we go. Can you see it? Okay. I'm going to see. This is probably not smart to use this brush to do this, but... Okay, if that's not highlight, I don't know what is. Okay. So, we did that. Last thing I want to do is my lips. And I decided this was what I was wearing in my video in the beginning anyway. And I actually like it since I kind of went all out on my face. I'm going to go more of a nude shade on my lips. I'm going to use the liner True Lips. You can get this off eBay. Love these liners. These aren't the ones that smell, but I like these liners. This is, they don't give you shade names, they give you numbers. This is 051. And that is the liner there. And then this is Monaco Lip Lacquer in Morocco. I absolutely love this shade. So, I'm just going to line my lips. Let me see. Okay. I need a bigger vanity, guys. That's what I need. I need a bigger vanity. Birchbox this year. I love these. Okay. I think that's good enough. What do you think? I think that's good enough. So, this is my overall look. I'm really digging these lashes, guys. I really am. And if that is not enough highlights, I don't know what to tell you. Granted, I've seen some of the highlight videos. I guess mine could be quite calm compared to others, but I kind of like it. I like how this turned out. It's not too much. I was really kind of worried, but I really do like this. So, like I said, this is a new series I am starting. Let me know if there's any challenges you would like me to try on my channel. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you here. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.